So we have my S2000 in the back. It's been a while since I've been doing a vlog on my car. So today I thought I'd talk about the differences between this body kit and the Amuse body kit. So I don't have the Amuse body kit on hand to show you guys what the differences are. But the swoops are different, the lines are different. So the Amuse is actually just the quarter panel that goes up to here. It's kind of like an over fender. So it goes up to this line and you bolt into, what do you call it? So you just rivet it into the quarter panel originally. So this piece, you can see that I have rivets here. So this one, it goes on top of the original quarter panel. So you still have to cut the OEM one, but then this essentially tucks on. But I know multiple owners who have just cut this piece apart and they just molded this piece to the original metal quarter panel. And then, so another difference to the Amuse side skirt is that this piece is actually pretty boxy. So you can see this kind of gap thing going on because this kit I purchased secondhand. So this was originally meant for the Amuse car, but obviously, you know, that didn't work out. So for those of you that don't know yet, this is not the Amuse car. And then, yeah, you can see this stuff's cracking just from driving, and the fitment isn't, essentially, it's not perfect. So then these are 3 carbon pieces, so you can get this in carbon or FRP, up to you. You can also get the whole entire kit in carbon, but that's about like a 10K. And I know there's one here in Seattle. There's the Jay's Racing car itself, and then this piece is also optional as well. This is the carbon fiber fender fence, so I think it only comes in carbon. So this kit basically has all the carbon bits except for the front brake ducts. So this kit was off of Limitless Motorsports. So this was Luigi's old kit. So it was white, and then it was painted that I think it's Grigio. No, it's not Grigio, it's Lesto. It's the metallic color. I don't know what it is. It's another Lambo color. It's whatever this color is. So it's like a dark pearl silver. And then you have the canards here that are also carbon. Lighting's not the best right now. And the splitter is also carbon. So the front end of this car, so this bumper is a little shorter than the Amuse. The Amuse sticks out quite a bit more. And then the Amuse is more of an OEM line. It doesn't have this swoop that goes downward. So it's covered up by the fender fences when you're looking at it from a side profile. And then another big difference is that, well, it's not really a big difference, but you know, both the body kits come with a rear bumper and they have similar holes for exhaust. But the Amuse, you do have the option of getting so the no exhaust hole, which is what I had, so the version 1, or the one with the exhaust hole, so you could do like the that custom exhaust, or you can order it through Amuse, but Amuse wants you to have the car in Japan before they make you that exhaust. So this piece, this is also carbon, and there's another piece that's carbon, so it's these pieces. I put a red stripe on it because you can't really see it, and I mean the rear end of the car is also black, so that doesn't really help either. Other than that, Jay's Racing also had, so this is a Type 7, so Voltec Swan neck, so it's essentially the same as the Jay's Racing one. You can see my trunk's kind of faded. I've been needing to get a new trunk. It's been, you know, leaking water, so, you know, I just have a wet trunk sometimes. Other than that, I mean, for the most part, I think this kit is much more well put together than the Amuse kit, but that's really obviously really dependent on who you talk to, because I mean, both the kits I essentially put on myself on both the cars. So you can see that the interior is also still white. It's not painted. So what I didn't put nutserts, so essentially just riveted the side skirt on. So the Amuse side skirt doesn't go all the way up like this. It only goes up to the door. So I had issues with my skirt fitment, but that kit was also used. I mean, I took the kit off multiple times. Oh, and so you can see how that goes on. So wheel specs for this wide body, 18 by 10.5 plus 15 or 18 is a good bet. So it's C28N, so they only go to, I think 18 by 10.5 plus 18 is the widest that you can get in 18s. So that's what Jay's Racing uses. So their rear wheel is actually really sunk. So this is 18 by 10.5 plus 24 Advan GT with a 20 mil spacer, and you can see that it's not really, you know, flush. I still have a little bit more to go. So Yeah, I didn't. So originally this was cut for the Voltex flares, so it's not cut enough. So when I go on track, I rub pretty bad, and actually kind of messed up my tires from my last track day last year. And so I gotta go back and recut and re-weld the quarter panel, the original quarter panel underneath, so that I can go lower because I want the car to sit a little lower. But essentially, I really like both kits. I just wanted both because when I was in high school, there's a picture of the two S2000s in Australia. So one was going to be, what do you call it? So one was going to be the white Amuse that had the canards, and then, so that used to be Chris's car, so Chris sold that to a good friend. And then we had the Team Saisoku, the yellow J's Racing Type GT. So I actually got this idea of the black bumper with the carbon hood and everything. So the black rear end basically was kind of stolen from them. Because I don't know, I think it had a yellow bumper at one point, and then I think they've had a off at the track, and so they had to get the bumper repainted, and I think it was maybe a little hard to get it repainted in the right color. To color match it because it was yellow, so yellow is always really hard to color match. And so this car's also wrapped right now, so I'm thinking about painting it in the near future, and I was thinking about doing a color change of gloss black, and I also want new wheels for the car, and obviously supercharger and a whole bunch of other stuff that I mentioned before. And also this car, so I'm just gonna be straightforward here. So this is a Saban hood, and it's not authentic. I've been wanting to get Jay's hood. It's been on my list, I haven't got around to that. So this hardtop is from my Amuse car, so this was a forbidden double-sided carbon Saban trunk, so it's not really replica, right, because there's no OEM carbon trunk. K1 Lab wing, so that one's also rep because at the time the replica fit better. Obviously I don't condone buying replica parts, but at the time I bought it. So this one's actually real. I think this was the first swan neck the first Voltex swan neck in Washington State. And this one's 1800 millimeters wide, so if you guys are asking, now I'm giving you guys the specs. And this wing is actually the first version. So they came out with a Type 7.5 swan neck, or SN or whatever. And apparently there's like an aerodynamic flaw in the swan neck. And so why it's this mount is apparently it gives more downforce because there's cleaner airflow flowing through the underside of the wing without the stands being attached to it. So thus you get more downforce. Honestly, I'm not a skilled enough of a driver to tell you the difference on track because I've only ever tracked with this wing in particular. But when I was at the Ridge and I had this adjusted to the, see if I can get better lighting. So when I had this adjusted to the, like the lowest, this hole, so the lowest angle of attack, and I took the same turn at the speeds that I normally go into at, I just went up the hill sideways. So turn one is going to be that from the main straight. So I think I was hitting apex at around 110 is what odometer looks like. And then hard braking, you know, I think it's like fifth down to third gear. And then, yeah, I went sideways up that hill, and I kind of shit my pants, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. And so this is the angle I prefer it at. So top speed on the odometer itself, I was looking at about 123, 124. GPS, I don't know, because Harry's lap timer is actually not that accurate, but it gives you the same, you know, start time for lap times, obviously. But that's the one that everyone uses, well, within our friend group. So I guess it's more fair, more consistent to measure times. And then, yeah, like I said, so this whole rear trunk setup is from my Amuse car, hardtop, mirrors. So these are craft square, but these are universal. So actually you can see that there's still the base plate hole. I don't actually have a base plate, so kind of just ghetto rigged that. And then, like I said, the hood's also from the old car. And then, you know, just, I guess, keeping it for memory's sake. I don't know. I'll switch it all out, but it's money I don't want to spend. I really want BBS E88s for this car, supercharger, still kind of contemplating it. I actually drove a supercharged S2000, and it was really quick, but it's fun being slow. You know, you can foot flat to the floor and not worrying about going to jail, right? So yeah, I think those are some of the key differences between the Amuse car and then DJ's racing car. But for Amuse, so GT1, so the one that's in Gran Turismo is actually, it has all the full carbon race parts. So the hood is dry carbon, so that's about 8,000, I think. Hardtop is dry carbon as well, so anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 US. And then the wing is about, I think it's 1790 millimeter wide, dry carbon wing. So it's like chassis mounted to the dry carbon trunk. And that setup's like another, like, I don't know, at least 10 grand. And then they have the custom canards. So you can't get the canards, those 4 canards. So the ones that I had, I custom made myself. And then the ones that you can order it, but you have to order it either with a new bumper, or you send your bumper to Japan and they make it for you, because it's each bumper's kind of different, so they have to make sure that it fits perfectly. And then same with the exhaust, that like the bumper exit exhaust. That exhaust is also something where you had to have the car in Japan before they made it for you. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it for you, and then you'd have to go make a custom, find someone custom. Oh, and speaking of exhaust, you'll see that here I have a single exit. I wonder if I can turn my, oh, I can't turn my light on for my iPhone. So you'll see this is heat wrapped. This hanger is welded to this. I actually burned the inside of the bumper, and okay, that lighting. So the inside of the bumper here, from it moving too much. So this is originally a J70 RS, so it's the catback. So it's a 70mm or a test pipe, and then half of a 70 RS catback. So it's have the resonator, but then the rest of it's basically straight back. And so the J's exhaust, the titanium exhaust, I think it's like 2,900 US or something. It's something outrageous that I'm not going to spend money for. So Dima over at German Auto House actually made this for me. And if you have a European car, I highly suggest taking it to German Auto House. Mention my name, and hopefully he'll give you a discount. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, he's the person who does our servicing for our cars as a Dart, and then he only works on European. So my car is the only Japanese car that he'll work on, and that was kind of like a gift and surprise for me. That exhaust that kind of just showed up out of the blue. But I hope that was informative for you people who were deciding to whether or not to purchase the J's Racing Kit. So you kind of get some more angles and walkthroughs of the kit and know what parts to purchase. Oh yeah, and the brake ducts that I do not have. So you see on the carbon splitter here, you see these holes. I gotta take this out. Oh, the fuck is this? It's fucking, I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyways, back on topic. So you'll see these 2 rib nuts. So this is actually for brake ducts. There should be carbon brake ducts here where you can hook up a line to your brakes. So this kit was actually pretty designed with the track, well, more like mountain roads in focus, but it's Signs of Speed built 3 cars with this body kit. So, and they've tracked it. So one of my friends in New York owns one of them. And then Power Needy Motorsports, who participated in Global Time Attack, they also have one. And then there's another white one from Signs of Speed that I don't know where it went. So Power Needy made some custom vents and stuff, and that car looks amazing. But yeah, other than that, I think that fairly sums up the video about this body kit. And so if any of you S2000 guys looking to get this kit have any questions or experience or need any help with getting the kit on or what to buy, just shoot me a DM, probably on Instagram would be best, because I've been helping a couple people out with questions that they may have. And I do daily drive this car, unlike everyone else, because everyone else is either show car or I know a couple like hardcore track cars. So I'm kind of in the middle. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. And this garbage throws away. I also wash my hands. Bye.